consolidate ourselves in the division, hopefully stay in the division to be ahead for the first year, and we'll see from there.
Yeah, I suppose similar to Ballyhaunis being the newly promoted side and coming up 2 years in a row, you know, it's going to be a challenge, but I think it's one we're well up to staying in the division at least, and hopefully kicking on and doing a bit towards the second half of the season.
We've signed 1 or 2 new lads. We're just going through them in training at the minute and see who we have. We signed Josh Rowan there, new lad, decent footballer, so hopefully there'll be good things come from him, and there's 1 or 2 young lads as well. So we'll see as it go on.
Yeah, similar, I suppose. We're trying to feed now from the Kilmurray club, so we've got a couple of new lads down from there. Stephen Flanagan is a guy that hasn't played for a couple of years, and he looks potentially very good. And a couple of guys like that, John O'Brien and a few lads like that seem to be fairly decent, so hopefully they'll be good additions to the club.
Very hard to look past the likes Sarah Saint and Con Rangers, the 2 teams that came down from Super League last year, and Swinford. They're there a good few years now. They'll be hoping to push on this year, hopefully. And be an odd new team, hopefully, trying to push up, same as Crossmolina ourselves, hoping to stay in the top half of the table if we can at all.
Yeah, I suppose similar to Tom, I think Swinford will have a very good season. They looked very strong last year towards the back end of the season. Looking at some of the results, you know, they kicked on towards the back end. Eris obviously be very strong, depending on how they feel about coming back down to division. They might kick on, or they might, you know, it might implode a small bit. Hopefully it doesn't, because they're a fine club. Outside of that, I suppose Kilchimon Knock, they didn't have a great season last year, but they've great structures up there, so I'd be expecting them to kick on again this year.
First round, we have Fahy Rovers at home. Be an interesting game. Don't know a whole lot about them. Played them 3 years ago in the cup. Very, very strong, physically very strong side. Good football side, played on the deck, so be an interesting game at home. So
yeah, we're at home to Westport United B. You know, we know what we're going to get there anyway. Westport United, obviously very good football side. A and B side. Their B side was very strong for a number of years. They kind of waned a small bit the last couple of years, but I'm sure they've got a couple of young lads coming up through the ranks, so that'll be a tough opening fixture, but at least we're at home anyway, so it'll be an advantage.
Second fixtures.
Swinford, it's a tough scare in the season to go down to Swinford. Solid side, played them 2 years ago in a challenge match. As he said, very good structure, good players, good football inside. Very hard place to get a result.
Yeah, for ourselves we've got Killala away. I suppose the local derby, so we'd know most of the lads down in Killala fairly well, and we'd have played against them a couple of times over the years, especially in pre-season. They had a very good result last weekend. They beat Bangor 4-2, and they look very strong, so I'm expecting them to be a big challenge for us as well.
I know, I hope, like every manager, that players stay fit for the season and everyone has a good season, and same for the rest of the teams. No one gets seriously hurt or anything like that, and everyone enjoys the football. Hopefully the weather will be good.
Absolutely, I just echo Tom's thoughts. I suppose it'll be nice to see a bit more development, you know, within the lower leagues, to see, I suppose, a couple of players coming through in the lower leagues, you know, push on up towards the upper echelons of the league as well, and see if we can unearth a couple of talents